right, buddy, don't come out this door because I'm going to be shooting the bow, okay?
I got like a gray fingernail.
Okay?
I got like gray fingernails. Got my fingernails. I painted them.
I see that. All right, who do we got on? Harry B, you're first. If you ain't first, you're last. All right, this is about to get lit. We're going to talk some of our strategies, our best strategies for early season whitetail tonight. We're going to shoot the bow in the dark at deer, just like the title said. Going to get some more lights going. Then we're going to check the light, make sure it's not washing me out. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Harry B, we are going in the shed tonight. It's coming. If you want to stick around or you want to drop back in later, the shed is coming tonight, buddy. We're all going in the shed. Shed crew is going to be live. How's the audio? How's the video quality? Everything look good? Harry, everything look good? What you doing? We're shooting the bow. We're going to talk whitetail strategy. Well, that's my cold bore. Chin, we'll find a real one. We shot a real target last week. A really nice, mature, probably 4.5, 5.5-year-old whitetail. 130 plus inches. Giant Maryland buck. How's everybody doing tonight? And those two are a little high. I don't know what my distance is here. Last time I shot, it was in the rain, so. No! Yeah, giant one. Check out the video, man. It's posted up on the page. Finally, a good shot. All right, who's got the questions? Adam, hey brother. Tabor, what's going on? Just got home from chasing mule deer, Breezy. How'd that go? Did you have any luck? I'm interested to hear your story, so put it in the chat so we'll talk about it. I love to hear everybody else's stories. One of my favorite parts of doing this is hearing everybody else's stories, especially the successful ones and the ones that mean something. So those stories that where you shot a deer where you've had success or something went right. Those are the stories I like. And I also, to be honest with you, I also like the not so successful stories, because what we do here, hunting whitetails, hunting mule deer, it's a hard game. And I think if we just share in that hardship, we talk about it, make each other feel good about what happened, it's a pretty successful thing to do. Then we learn from it. We all can learn from it, right? And get better. So again, we're shooting Easton arrows. These are legacies. They're 500 grains. They are full-length arrows. And we've got 250 grain inserts, or 250 grain tips on some, and 175 grain on two. And we're running 75 grain brass inserts. Got a lot of weight up front. These arrows fly pretty good for me. I am shooting a Bear Recurve. This is a Bear Super Grizzly. Look how beautiful this thing looks like, even in the dark. It's a 28 inch draw, 45 pounds. I'm probably drawing 27 inches. Today was not so successful. Well, that's all right. Couldn't get anything closer than 70. Yeah, 70 is a long shot, even on a muley. I don't think I was at full draw length there. And I bounced it off the bottom. I've been doing a lot of missing here lately. That's where we want to be. Cameron Rose, hi, how are you? Glad to have you. Right over the buck's back, then busted out of there. Man. Well, it's better than hitting them and wounding them. Guys, we've got a pretty fantastic live lined up. I think what I'm going to do is talk a little bit about my strategy for the first week for the Pennsylvania opener. I'll be ready to answer all kinds of questions. As you can see here, I'm not shooting too great. It's been a couple days since I shot real well. And then what I did is I'm stretching it out. I'm probably at 26 yards here. So that's a long way. But we're going to send it because I need some long range practice here. Hey Corey, it's nice to see you on the live. I think that's the first time I've ever seen you make a comment. I'm glad to have you. Guys, for everybody that doesn't know, Corey is the guy that came over to my house and he raided my smoker as the back straps from the buck I killed last week were getting done. And he stole 90% of my jerky. That's just how Corey does it. Jerk. Just like this arrow, being a jerk. It's right on the top of that plastic in there. Well, there's only one way to do this, I think. Well, this one is staying here for now. I got time. And that's exhausting. I might have to take that leg off and heat up that tip a little bit because it's in the plastic. Whew. That's brutal. Everybody's probably making fun of me in the chat. I'm surprised it didn't snap. No, it ain't gonna snap. I'm pulling it straight. The challenge is there's a big bevel there, and you can see that. It's much thicker here. And once it penetrates the plastic, that plastic closes up. And then after that, there's nothing I can do. Push it through or pull it out. Anyway, let's talk early season strategy here this week. So what we're getting into is a 5 October start. It looks like we're going to have a pretty decent storm system roll through just on the front end of that with the hurricane coming through. Very typical for us to have one come through right at the beginning of the season. Happened last year, happened the year before. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the same thing I always do. Focus on Acorn super early. Wow. I might be at 26 yards. I never checked. I might be at 26 or 27 yards. I'm shooting for like 23 or 24, so let's make that adjustment. There we go. But yeah, we're going to focus on acorns. We're going to focus on these ridge tops and these benches where a lot of the deer feed, and try to get in on some real defined edges. Just basically transitions between hardwoods and thicker areas where the bucks are going to travel more, and they'll feed and bed right on those edges early season. I'm not going to focus too much on the does, but if a doe comes in, we'll make it happen. Now we know where we're aiming. Oh, I pee off the tree stand all the time. Lots of spit, lots of pee. I think Alfred's been talking about this turtle head poking thing for a couple of weeks now. Maybe he'll drop a deuce from a tree. Who knows? Get a friend on this too. Bend over and spell what? There's some sickos in here. I like it. Whew. But it is a rather steamy night. It rained last 2 days, and it's humid. It's humid and cool, which is weird. It's just weird weather. I don't think I like it. It's actually miserable to be out here. The bugs are out. I'll probably be getting eaten alive, but it's worth it, I guess. I guess it's worth it. So we're gonna work transitions. We're gonna work these ridge tops and the top third. We're gonna focus on bedding. And we're going to focus on those areas where there's an edge inside of an edge. Something that's super unique, right? And then we're going to do some long-range scouting. There's a couple of places where I can set almost a mile away and look at them with the spotting scope. Get an idea of where they're moving early in the morning, late in the evening. We're going to do that over the next week as much as possible. And then try to close in on them for Saturday the 5th. There's also a good possibility that I'll hunt Maryland tomorrow evening or possibly Saturday morning. And if everything works out, we could possibly hunt Saturday evening if the wife doesn't have to work. Then of course we've got Monday. Monday's my day off. I think we're gonna just throw Monday at the deer in Maryland. The video that I posted got a lot of comments on Facebook, and someone did share the photo of the 160-inch deer that I was chasing. It was running with this 130-inch deer that I shot. He's something else. So I probably still have a little bit of opportunity here in the early season to try to get it done. And then after that, things will get difficult. So Monday is going to be the day that we definitely do it. Friday, tomorrow, definitely an option. Saturday morning, possibility. Maryland's cool. You can sit over corn there. Only if you have private property or permission to hunt private property. You cannot hunt over corn on public. So we only hunt public. We don't hunt over corn. We don't do any of the bait stuff. Just a personal preference thing for us. We like doing it the hard way. That's why we're doing it a lot with the recurves. JFK, there's no stolen valor here, my man. Hey, happy birthday. Thank you. It's almost my birthday. Not too many people know that. What's my biggest deer? The one I posted a video of last week, it's 130 some inches. Didn't get a chance to really officially measure it because I had to go to the taxidermist right away. But it is a monster. Either for Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Maryland, any of those states, by any rights, this is a monster buck. I'm guessing he's 5.5 years old. "11 tines on there, almost 12, but one of them's just too small to count. That's right, we don't count them unless they count. We don't count them if they're killed in rifle season. We don't care about that. Just don't care. All of those are solidly in the insert there. Dead deer 4 times. Another thing we're going to try out this week, I have an XOP. I believe it's the, is it a Renegade? I believe it's a Renegade. It's the lightest XOP hang-on platform that they're hang-on tree stand that they make. It's 6.1 pounds, and I'm going to run that in a hybrid system as a saddle hunter in order to provide a little bit more comfort for those long all-day sits, because I'm getting old. My feet get tired real quick. I could do about 4 hours in the saddle on the platform, and then I just start to ache all over. So, Liam, you like a joke? Good stuff. D, what's up? I have a question. I would highly appreciate if you could show us a glimpse of your feet, please. Oh, wait. Oh, there I am. Sorry. That's weird. Yeah, it's really JFK. Lols. By the way, it's a joke. I kind of thought it was a joke. Hey, anyway, if you guys are interested in more of the outdoor content, especially bow hunting and recurve shooting, go ahead and sub to the channel. Or don't. I don't care. If you guys have any questions, especially specific to hunting, go ahead and type them in there. We'll try to answer them the best we can. We have a lot of experience. Alfred and I shot 13 deer last year. We have 2 already this year, and the Pennsylvania season hasn't even opened. We're getting real good at shooting these bows. It's been a blast. It's been a long journey. I'm sure there's quite a few of you here in the chat that have been watching along, and we appreciate that. You guys make it all the better, make it bearable. And now, after about 15 shots, I'm really settling in, making myself look good here. Because, yeah, I was embarrassing myself earlier. Again, we're probably at 26 yards here. Yeah, that one's a little left. All right, what do you guys got for me? Bring me the questions. All right, whose man is this with the weird feet question? Yeah, that's what I said. What kind of truck do I drive? Man, don't make fun of me, but I got a Jeep. I have two Jeeps, actually. I've got a Gladiator, and then I've got an older 2008 Wrangler. How do you go about unflushing a toilet? I think what you have to do is you have to take it off the bottom and you hold it in your mouth and blow into it. That's probably the best way. You want to see the bow? Here's the bow, guys. Again, it's a little dark out, but this is a Bear Super Grizzly. Check that out. This thing is set up just about perfect. It's got an awesome quiver on there. Super quiet. Ready to do business in the woods. I'm a huge fan. It's a great value for a $450 or $500 bow. Do you compete in bow hunting? Not really compete, but there are a lot of people that we shoot and hunt with, and yeah, it's kind of competitive. I drive a Ford Ranger. Have you won a bet on those camo Crocs? No, I haven't. Like, what are you using as a guide? Do good things, streamer. Thanks. I don't care about the chat. Nah, nobody cares about the chat. I like the chat. I think it's engaging. But that's just me. I have to care about some of that stuff if I'm going to do it. Oh, man. Had a long day at work today. And, you know, anytime I get a chance to come home, rip out the gear, set up the stuff, do a little night shooting. Oh, buddy. Just takes that stress level down a little bit. Makes me feel good. We set up in a tree yesterday. I was in a kind of a remote location in the middle of nowhere. Access isn't terrible. I rode the bike in about 2 miles. And I set up in a tree in the pouring rain. And no sooner did I get up there and get my tether straight, I had 3 deer come in. 1 small buck, like a 3-point spiky looking thing with a hook on it, and then I had 2 does. I saw 11 deer driving in and 3 deer riding out on the bike. 2 of those deer on the way out were probably bucks. So pretty successful scouting trip yesterday. That is my only scouting trip so far this year. I've been dialing back on the amount of scouting I do. And I do a lot of in-season scouting, boots on the ground. I usually hunt in or, you know, make a move at some point during the day and head into a stand, scouting my way in. I want to get into bow hunting. How much does a setup cost? Dakota, it's going to depend on how much you want to spend, really. Alfred did a really awesome bow review. It's a Samick Sage knockoff. They have a bow starting at about 80 bucks on Amazon. You can check it out. I'll either put the link in the description afterwards, or you can check out the video on our page. It's a great starting bow. With that and some arrows, you could be set up for less than 150 bucks. I am not Australian. I am not illegally hunting. It's not even hunting season yet. We're just shooting deer. If I put another one in that piece of plastic, I'm going to be mad. I've got to really focus on my release here at this distance. Like that. I'll come straight back with it. At night, yeah. Mustang, good evening. How are you? It's glad to have you back, buddy. This guy's getting ready for the zombie apocalypse. True that. And any other thing that comes my way. I know that one's in the plastic. I might as well just quit now. All my arrows are going to be in that leg. So then I shoot high and left, because I'm too scared to shoot where I need to. Yeah. Anyway, we're getting there. Last round was good. That round was poopy. Poopy. It's miserably hot and sticky out here. It's ridiculous. All three of them are right in that same spot. Thankfully, that one didn't penetrate through that stuff. Come on out of there. Jesus. Man. You know how they say if things will go wrong, or if they can go wrong, they will go wrong. That's what we got going on here. Well, I've had it with this. Yeah, and the tip pulled out anyway, so there's that. Tip pulled out of that one too. Hi. No, that sucks. Perfect. Perfect evening. It's just perfect. Perfect evening. It's a great example of how everything doesn't always go right. I can't believe 250 people want to watch me do that. That's miserable. I'm soaked with sweat. It feels like it's 95 degrees out here. Give it up, buddy. We don't ever quit, man. We don't have it. No, actually, just give it up. What release you use? I'm not using a release. I have a 3-finger tab. That's what I'm using. All right, what did I miss? If I missed something in the chat because I was down there, don't be mad at me. You can post it back in there as I get back on track, because I was down there for like 17 minutes pulling arrows out of there. Outside with Shibe. Woohoo! We got our first super chat. Look at that. Guys, by the way, we monetized yesterday. That's the big news. So anybody that wants to throw some super chats out there, we'll give you the shout out. Thanks a ton, Shibe. You're the man, the myth, the legend. Hey, and if you don't know, you can check out Outside with Shibe. He does a ton of really awesome work with wood. He's basically like your modern day lumberjack. He's out there splitting, cutting, sawing, does all the cool stuff. Woohoo-wee! That's what I'm talking about. Next time he does a live, I'm gonna jump on there and give him a freaking super chat. That's a case of beer right there. Hey, if you drink crappy beer, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm exhausted now at this point. There we go. All right, let me get those arrows. I can promise those 3 are going to be easier than the last 2. Boy. Man, the fog is rolling in. Look at this fog. Our veins again are going to be a mess. We're going to have to play that game with them. Get them all straightened out. What I like to do when they get wet like this is go in the house right away and hit them with a blow dryer. That usually straightens them out real good. It's almost like combing curly hair with a hair dryer. It flattens them out good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got another super chat. Oh, man. Bomad. He's giving us the hearts. Hey, we appreciate your donation, man. Again, Bomad's doing a lot of the same stuff we're doing. He's out there crushing it every day. He's got a unique feel to him because he's really bringing that primitive look back to archery. If you like this stuff, go check out his channel too. Rick, hello from West Virginia. Small Water Charters, what's going on, my man? Pain Train giving a thumbs up. How's my angle there? Can you see? We're not bugging you over here, are we?
Nope, you're fine.
Can you hear me in there?
No.
All right. Well, if I do bug you, let me know.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh yeah. Hey there, I'm new to this channel and trying to learn how to hunt. Any suggestions? Yeah, Random, if you're new to it, the best thing I can say is, you know, there's a lot of opportunity out there to just watch a couple of videos on how to get started. If I were you, I'd get yourself set up. Maybe even before I got set up, I'd be out looking for deer, trying to find a way to hunt a piece of property so that you can get close to them. Then you got to decide whether you're going to be a bow hunter, rifle hunter, or what you're going to do. Then you're going to have to get some gear. You don't have to spend a lot of money for sure, but you can pick up some used stuff real cheap. I wouldn't worry about camo and all that jazz at first. If you're going to bow hunt, I'd say you need binoculars, a bow, a rangefinder, and possibly a tree stand. And those would be the three or four things that I'd focus on first. And then after that, you can get into whatever you want. And then from there, just get outside. Start noticing what deer are doing when they're moving. See if you can get on them. And focus on food right now. Food to bedding in the evenings is probably a great strategy for a beginner. If you hunt mornings, I think you'll be a little upset sometimes because it'll feel like all you're doing is bumping deer out in the morning. So stick to the afternoons until you get familiar with an area, then go in there and get after it. Dalton G, what does deer taste like? Get my spotlight. Deer it's not quite like beef, right? It's got a different texture for sure because it doesn't have the marbled fat in it. But it's real similar. Real similar. Just doesn't have that strong beefy taste to it, you know, that rich, fatty goodness that beef has. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Deer, it's what's for dinner. Bulldog Benjamin 357. Kind of like liver or lamb. No, it's not like liver. It's probably closer to lamb. It's not real gamey. It depends on how you harvest it too. A lot of that matters and how well you take care of it. The quicker you can get them to expire and the faster you can get them processed, the more of that fat you can remove from the muscle before you cook it, the better off you're going to be. That's 3 good shots right there. That's 3 good ones. What else we got? Man, it is steamy out here. Hey man, I've never hunted before. Do you recommend bow hunting or gun hunting? Gonna depend a lot on where you're hunting and what it looks like. There's a lot of opportunity for early season to shoot some deer with the bow, but if you're having trouble getting close to them, it's not the game for for that. If you've got some sort of wood smarts about you and you can get in close, I would say go with the bow every time. Now, from a rewards perspective, hunting with the bow is infinitely more challenging, I think, and more challenging almost always equals more rewarding in the end. So if you harvest a mature deer with a bow versus harvesting a mature deer with a rifle, you're still going to feel great about it either way. But doing it with the bow is just a much more intimate, more soul satisfying experience, I think, because you're going to work harder for it. You're going to have to dedicate a bunch more time to it, and there's really not any getting lucky. With a rifle, you can be in a spot and have a deer run 150 yards from you, take a good shot and kill it. So I'm a deer Jesus. Dear John. Yeah, I agree with that. Deer meat in lasagna, spaghetti, stuff like that, real hard to tell, especially if you've done your job and prepped it right. Hey Trill, I'm Australian, so I'm hunting kangaroo and they're hunting you. Guys, I appreciate all the chat tonight. This interaction's great. You guys are the best. I got one of the best crowds out there on YouTube, that's for sure. That one's high. That one ain't good. I didn't pull my release the way I should have. I felt it immediately. See the difference there when I pull straight back and just break it? Unbelievable difference. I almost always shoot high when I let it go forward and don't get a good break. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Bring the juice. All right. I use those same arrows. Branson, I love them. They're some of the best arrows, I think. They're also American made. Like, what can I say wrong? Or what can I say bad? I don't know if you guys can hear this, but it's hot out. I gotta stay hydrated. Oh, man. It's wet, it's sloppy. Probably get all kinds of flack when I carry some mud in the house later. You know, that high one was probably, if I get through the shoulder, was still probably a kill shot in the lungs. But I would have encountered some bone there. Good news is I wouldn't have been right on the joint. I would have been in the more flatter portion of the scapula with a better chance of getting through. And all you have to do is get in there and hit that one lung. And that deer will probably only go 100, 150 yards. You get one good one. And if the arrow's stuck in there, it's just going to churn when he runs anyhow. Like a meat grinder, just grind it all up every time he takes a leap. We have archery classes in year 6. What? IFV, what's going on, my man? Yo, this is awesome. IFV, we got 2 super chats tonight. One from Outside with Shad and one from Bomad Outdoors. It's the greatest feeling in the world. Hey, best wishes to you as well. I think we're at 26 yards here, IFE. We're pulling the long ones tonight. Yeah, and then I do that. Shot it right in the neck and bounced it off. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. That's a little better. Fishing Master, you can absolutely have a shout out. Do you have a YouTube channel? Or do you just have an account? Because if you got a YouTube channel, let me know what you're posting out there. I can tell everybody what it's all about. Maybe they'll go check it out. Double click that screen. Yeah, we need about 75 more likes. Yeah, but are you posting any content on it, Fishing Master? That's another one that's going to be in that plastic. I'm going to be so frustrated. I'm going to have to cut 3 tips out of there. Boy. Maybe not. That one's above it, I think. Slightly above. Yeah, that one worked out good. Target's falling over. Ground is so wet. It's been raining for like 5 days straight. That's why we haven't been on much. Weather's been terrible. Got more weather coming. Hunting at night is illegal, so it's not very smart posting. Man, I don't know if you get the joke or not, but I think everybody else does. It's okay. It's all right to be slow. Besides, I'm pretty sure that everybody knows by now that I am to the T, man, by the letter of the law. Anyway, what else did you say? Is there anything else I could say? Entire South, you're not allowed to hunt at night because you're blinding the animals. Well, we're not blinding the animals, we're shooting them. Besides, that deer can't see me anyway. It's looking the other way. Both of them are. Well, nah, the one laying down. Paraplegic girl there, she's not looking the other way. Perfect. Fishing Master, thanks for the sub, buddy. That's right, we're just training. We're training. Guys, I won't even hunt till last light most of the time, because if I can't film it, there's no sense in doing it. So I have a lot of deer come in just at last light that I can't get on film. So I don't do it. Because I'm trying to make the content, right? Another good one. Big Slim, I don't know. I'm all over the place sometimes too, man. It all depends on what day. And then the other thing that you have to realize is a lot of times when we're shooting, we've been going for almost 50 minutes here. In order to keep traction, keep the live interesting, we shoot the whole time nonstop. So in 50 minutes, I'm sure I have almost 100 arrows out there. And 100 arrows with a recurve over 50 minutes. That's pretty insane. I probably have 75 tonight because I buggered around with this target because I got 2 of them stuck in the leg. But yeah, that kind of shooting, like your first 10 or 15 shots after that, your muscles are just kind of, they're just kind of shot. Got to be honest with you. And then from there, it just is what it is. We're just practicing. We're just slinging arrows, having fun, interacting with you all. Not taking it too serious. You got to be able to put those bad shots behind you and just move on. Nothing comes good from sitting here worrying about your performance when you're extremely tired or extremely exhausted. Hippos are vicious, man. One almost ate my sister one time when she was in Africa. Now, granted, she was trying to steal its lunch, but... Whew. All right. So with all that said, let's take a look at this real quick. Because again, I am kind of smoked here. Look at that beautiful bow. It's got a great little quiver on there. Pretty fantastic bow. Billy, look, there's no way that anybody in the chat can hurt my feelings. I appreciate everybody equally. The only thing I care about is that you treat the others in the chat with respect. You could say whatever you want to me. I don't care. I appreciate you either way. I mean, that's a long shot, man. 26 yards with a recurve. And to be mostly hitting the kill area of that deer every time. Especially when you take your time, like I slowed down a little bit, showed you the bow, took my time, kind of rested my arm a little bit, and then I put 2 right in there, right in the center. And they are both touching. We're gonna hopefully do it again right here. That one's a little bit further left, but still, that's an awesome 3-shot group at 25, 26 yards. Damn, bro. Yeah, so we do. If a clown farts, does it smell funny? I don't know. A lot of times, though, when I'm out here and it's hot and sweaty like this, my nose gets a little runny. You might think it's funny, but it's not. That's a dad joke right here. Man, I wonder where Al's at. He's probably driving across the country. I know he went out to look for deer tonight. I put the pressure on him last week. He's feeling that pressure. Yeah, those arrows are absolutely touching, those first 2. And then the other one's probably 3 inches away. All of them. Dead center of that freaking... Oh, yeah. Stick it in the lungs. let the broadhead do its work. That way you don't have to trail it all over the woods all night long or all day long. Even these bows, as much of a downgrade they are from a modern compound or a crossbow, they are fantastically lethal in the right hands. Piggy boy, thanks, buddy. Whatever that means. How come you guys aren't deer hunting? Yet my buddy's already deer hunting. Anything north of 94, they're hunting. Derek, we're in Pennsylvania. Deer hunting's not open for us yet. It is in certain, there's 3 WMUs, but they are on the opposite sides of the state from us. We're like in the middle. I'm not driving 3 hours after working all day to hunt deer for 15 minutes in the dark. I'm back feeding my kangaroo. Thanks, man. I don't know why ducks have tall feathers. Yeah, it's too hot. Yeah, somebody's pooping right now and they just felt like they should put that in the chat. I appreciate it. A little TMI, but I appreciate it. You guys have been good tonight. I don't think my moderators had to throw anybody off the chat. That's been pretty awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. IFE, there's 2 more that are just in there. Best tips for the arrows. If we're using broadheads, I like the VPA 3 blades in the 250s. Any standard 250 grain point to work on there. They're big, I know. A lot of people are like, 150 or 120. No, 250, 300. Get some weight up there. That one's high. Again, I'm getting tired. Yeah, I try to be careful. I got steam rolling off me. Throw me off. I'm in Australian. What? Pig boy, thank you. I appreciate it. Just don't let my wife know. NJJ, man, you could, like I said, there's a video out there on our page. It is a Samick Sage review. It's the Samick Sage knockoff. You can buy it on Amazon for 80 bucks. It's a 37-pound bow. If you are new to recurve shooting, I would recommend a 37-pound bow over a 45-pound bow. Unless you're a giant human being, have a lot of muscle. With that kind of bow, you can learn pretty quick. You can dial in your form, get back to your anchor point relatively easy, and focus instead of just constantly fighting the extra weight. Being overbowed is a huge thing when people start. I would never recommend it. But you can pick that bow up for 80 bucks on Amazon as opposed to spending 500 bucks on one like mine. I think it's great value. You can learn a lot, and you can definitely shoot deer with it. That's the one Alfred's using for the entire season to hunt with. He's already killed a doe with it. Phenomenal bow. Just get your arrows set up right. That's the big thing. She's just standing there. Let him shoot her. I'm at 26 yards right here. 25, 26 yards. I didn't range find it, but that's where I'm at. Yeah, they're out there. I think we're at about 1.7 zoom on the camera. I'm not going to mess with it because I got it set up where I want it. But all the way up here, right about here is 19 yards, so wherever we're at. That arrow flew a little funny. That's right. Pig boy got it. When is the feet short today? Yeah, you missed it. Yeah, it is straight in there. I plucked it a little bit. Just, I might actually hit the side of my face a little bit with the string. We've been pushing on it, you know. I notice if I push on the side of my face, I get that movement. That one's high. I'm smoked, man. I haven't been shooting like an hour long for a while, and it's killing me. I am absolutely smoked. Which means it's almost time for you guys to go in the shed. You guys want to go in the shed? Pain Train Outdoors. Hey, I hope you guys all sub to the channel too. You're going to get to see a unique thing here where I put you in the shed, and then I'm going to go in the house and just do my thing. That one's in there pretty good too. How difficult is it to shoot straight with those bows? Man, I spent the first 3 or 4 weeks trying to really figure that out, and I still don't have it perfected. I probably won't for another 2 or 3 years. Most guys who shoot these things, it is a lifelong journey to perfection. The ones that master it, they've either been doing it since they were a kid and they're in their late 20s or early 30s, or they pick it up sometime like I did and they don't master it till they're in their 50s. Now, can you master it quicker? Sure, you can. It just takes a lot of work. And what I decided to do is just come out and shoot 150 shots a day for like 17, 18 days straight. Burn my muscles out, kill my fingers, and just fight through the pain, the madness, the frustration, and get it all out of my system. That's how I got decent quick. But yeah. Oh, pig boy. Somebody is gonna put you in timeout, I'm telling you. This bow right here, it's a Bear Super Grizzly. Bowmat, is Pig Boy one of these followers that's on your channel that just decided to come over and check me out, or what? He sounds like one of your guys. How many pounds? It's 45 pounds of 28. I'm probably drawing 27. The Super is laminated with carbon also. Yeah, it's a good bow. IFE, you have one, right? Hi, Lisa. You guys are the best. How did my hunt go? I got rained on. I got really wet. I saw 11 deer on the way in, 3 on the way out. That's 14, 15, 17 deer total. 3 of them were at about 23, 4 yards from the stand. Hi. Yeah, I think it's going to flood here. All the sweat pouring off of me. All right, well, you guys know where this is going. Right there. Right in the kissa. Walter B, what's up? Trump will make Bitcoin great again in 2025. I hope so. Pig boy, pig boy. Suey! How are you? Suey! And that one's a little low. 308 or 6.5. Guys, don't beat me up, man. I'm an Army guy, so everybody knows my answer. It's going to be 308. Why? Cost of ammo, ease of finding it when I need it, And at the end of the world, everybody's basement is going to be stockpiled with 308 ammo. And I'm going to need to refresh my ammo supply regularly, because I'm one of those guys that's going to live for a long time at the end of the world. And all you guys that are stockpiling it for me, I appreciate it greatly. Send me your address, let me know where it's at. And then once you're gone, I will make great use of it. If somebody pillages it from you, I will, I swear that I will go back and take revenge on your life and pillage it right back from them. You know, zombies, you know, like the zombie guys. But anyway, it is that time, guys. It's getting late. I need to get a shower. I'm hot. I'm tired. I've shot a whole bunch. Walter B, thanks for the sub. You guys should stick around here for a minute, because I've got a real unique show for you. And this is probably going to be the coolest thing that we've done tonight. So just hang in there. You guys are all going to be official members of what we call the Shed Crew. The Shed Crew was created in an attempt to give you guys a forum to discuss whatever you really want to discuss after the lights go out. You guys are free to talk about any daggum thing you want, any way you want. All you have to do is be respectful and just do your thing. But anyway, you've got a great view. We'll get it set up. Man, I'm having some technical difficulty here. But yeah, you guys are good to go, man. Welcome to the Shed Crew. You talk about whatever you like. By the way, we're gonna close the door. We're gonna clean up the stuff while you guys do your thing. Have fun in there. Again, guys, be respectful. I can't see what you chat in there, but if Lisa shows up, tell her I said hi. If Mike jumps on, tell him I said what's up. If IFE decides to give you guys lessons and talk to you about how his hunting and or how his shooting thing is going, pay close attention, because the guy is a legend. Bomad, have a good evening. We appreciate the super chat. Shibe, if you're still on, we appreciate the super chat. We will do you one better sometime soon for sure. Wow, is it hot out there? Too bad we don't have antler freaks on. Got a couple other things to do out here. Maybe I'll go dig those inserts out of that target. Maybe I'll just go and buy some more arrows tomorrow. I don't even care. Heck yeah. Shed Crew is lit. Oh, hey, honey. What's up?
Anything downstairs?
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, you want that?
I actually kind of do, but I'm gonna get cleaned up here first, because I am an absolute sweaty mess. Oh yeah? Tiff.
Dad, we're busy. What? Do you know where pig is?
I don't know.
What?
Oh.
Okay. Alright, let's take this up for now, okay? Can you go up? Okay, step up, step up.
Oh, wait, we can bring the down. The only way for Tommy to spawn is by the blanket. That's the only way. That's
I know, but I gotta focus on him right now, please.
Oh, wait, we can bring the down. The only way for Tommy to spawn is guess what? We're setting up the
Your son is going to go out and he's.
I know.
I'm not worried about that right now.
We could set up the tent.
You guys set it up. I gotta pack up all my gear and get ready for maybe hunting.
Tommy, 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 Tommy.
Alright, I need the fan.
And then we could sleep in there, play games, watch TV while we play the games, and then have popcorn. Well, I'll go get that situated. I gotta do stuff too, don't worry, Mom.
Oh man.
First, I'm gonna drink water.
Oh, hey, do you want to get a quick shower first? Huh?
Did I get a shower last night?
I don't know, did you?
I don't think.
You did gym today, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I did. I did.
Yeah, so then you should shower.
No.
Hey, I'm going up to get a shower here in a little bit.
So why don't you get a quick shower? While you do that, I'll set up.
Oh.
Okay, while you do that, I'll set up your fort. Okay? Yep, I'll set it up while you're in the shower.
That open down. So that.
Yo,
Hey, what's up?
not much. How are you?
I'm exhausted, man. I was out and I shot for an hour. It's so humid and muggy out. I'm
You
basically.
don't have to fucking tell me.
Hey, listen. Wait for the. Don't just watch the language here, because you're on. The shed crew's in the shed right now.
Okay.
So we gotta, keep the language to a minimum here.
Ah, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't realize people could hear me.
Yeah. Anyway, there's about 240 people on. I put them in the shed. I don't know how many's on there right now, but hopefully they're being nice to each other. Every time I put people in the shed, it's like a bunch of zombies come crawling out of there a couple hours later.
Mm-hmm.
But the live went really good so far. I mean, I haven't turned it off to get any analytics on it, but we did get a bunch of super chats, which is cool.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can't believe the crowd that we have. The people that we have that jump on the live and support us, dude, they've got to be some of the best people on YouTube, man.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't thank them enough for that. I'll have to tell them that the next time I jump on live. But yeah, sweaty, maddening. And I shot okay, like through the second third of it. Like the first third and the third was terrible. But somewhere in the second third, I found my rhythm.
Well, according to some people, that it doesn't matter if you hit your first shot or not,
Oh, my first shot was a dead ringer.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's good.
Mm-hmm. So did you go scouting tonight or what?
No, I went down to Maryland tonight.
Did you really? How'd that go?
Oh, it was not good, Tony. How much did you and that guy talk about those bucks?
Not at all, really.
Oh,
Is there 100 people in there?
oh, there sure are.
You know, and I knew this was going to happen because there was a reason they were in there. Multiple people had sent me the same picture. So I know, and that's the reason I went in there on the first day, like, or the second day. I was like, there's never been 75 cars parked over here.
Yeah, well, there were 2 cars parked over where, I don't want to say names, over where I went in twice. You know what I'm talking about on that
Yeah.
side road?
Yep.
So there were 2 cars over there, which I thought was peculiar because I've never seen anybody over there. And then there were 3 cars at the gate we normally park at. I was like, wow. And then I went in there just to see, and dudes all over the place.
But like,
So those deer aren't going to be there anymore. I will tell you.
are they close though?
Oh yeah, there were guys walking around in there.
Yeah, but are they close to the spot?
Yes, oh yes, there were guys walking through the spot, like walking through it, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I had to get up and move.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So
Is it though?
yeah, because you know how I hunt. I rely on the pressure of other people to put the deer in very consistent and very huntable spots. I already know where that 160-inch deer is.
Well,
I mean, I don't know for sure, but I'm very confident I know where he's at.
well, after seeing where people were in there tonight, I kind of have a bit more of an idea where there are probably some deer hiding. But I will say, right after that spot where you said previously you would smell the buck when you were walking out, I went through a deer. That's 10 minutes after legal, pretty much. I broke down a little early just because of the rain. I couldn't see up until legal was up, so I broke down a little early, and it reeked of tarsal in there. So I would bet there's a deer coming out of that draw and heading up to that feed tree. I'd bet money on it.
So which way was the wind blowing? Up the hill?
Uh,
You were on the trail and it was blowing in your face from down in the bottom?
yes. The wind was not good tonight. It was swirling because we had like 3 rainstorms come through at different times. So it swirled quite a bit. But yeah, when I came in there, the wind was in my face, and I came in like from the bottom, made sure I was all nice and careful. Yeah.
Well,
But after I saw those 2 dudes going like up in there, up the hill, I was like, I just gave up. I was like, nah, this isn't gonna happen.
well,
And they came in. Both of them came in from the side where I was hiking in from. If that makes sense. They took. I don't know if it's really a longer trip around, but I think it's more up and down, like down some hills and stuff. So, I mean, they walked right past a lot of really good hunting to just go sit in there. You know what I mean?
well, I can tell you this: where you smelled him, they busted him out of his bed, and I know where he went. I know where his escape path is over there, and that's probably where I'm.
I did not smell him in there. I'm talking about when you're walking out, and where I was sitting on that feed tree previously, and you said you smelled a buck in there.
Oh yeah.
It reeked of tarsal, right? It must have just crossed the path when I was coming up there because, I mean, it reeked of tarsal in there.
See, and all of this drama just adds to the story, right? Because it's crazy that I have enough confidence that I'll post a video knowing, or at least having a really good indication that other folks are going to be able to tell where I'm at. And I don't care. Do you know why? Because I'm going to go in there and I'm going to kill the slammer. Like, I know that sounds a little bit like
Wow.
maybe I'm too confident, but again, that hunting pressure is what I'm going to use to my advantage. That's one thing I can do that most other guys won't be able to do.
Well, we'll see what happens there, but with the way they went in, I mean, with the way we were getting some of the swirls of the wind and stuff, the way they came in, there's no way those deer did not smell them coming in. Like, it was bad.
Crossbow hunters, huh?
What's up?
Probably crossbow hunters.
No, compounds.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't really care either way. I mean, it's just more so that, like, they're not paying attention to the wind when they're walking into a spot. They're not, like, if they knew where they were going 100%. Like, they weren't, like, they knew where they were going.
I have a feeling that
That's just how it,
the 3 or 4 guys that reached out to me via Facebook they probably all have permission to hunt that property. They've been sharing the pictures because I immediately got pictures from 3 different people.
well, and so here's the thing, is they all pushed up towards that property line there. And I almost was hoping that, like, the buck would try and piece out over top of the hill and kind of come down my way, but no luck there. So,
Yeah.
I don't, like, dude, they walked right through. Like, I don't even know. I was surprised. When I saw them, I swore I was going to see a huge buck just busting out of there then, but nothing. So, I don't know.
I don't think he's betting in there right now.
Well, and this is like, we don't know how much pressure. This is on a Thursday. We're talking, a week and a half since you shot that deer. We don't know how much pressure's been in there all week.
Yeah, and it's rainy and miserable and they're still in there.
Yeah, miserable night, and you're 5 cars. Like, it's a lot of people.
Yeah, stacked right in there. See, I feel like I'm quickly becoming that guy that can teach people how to do this. And I would have loved to see what you see. And I think, when we talk offline, when we're not on the, when we're not getting super chats and having people in the shed listening in, we'll probably dive into that in a little bit more detail, and I'll get some specifics, and then I'll put some points to a map where I think if you're going to go down there in the future, you can target. And then that'll be my game plan moving forward too. Because
I'm going in after the buck I smelled. If that's the second time you smelled him, he's going up to that acorn trees, those acorn trees up there, oak trees.
The problem is,
Like, no doubt in my mind. And the problem is when I'm setting up on those oak trees, my scent is pulling down the draw that leads him right up there. So it's no wonder I haven't seen him when I'm in there.
well,
I
and
gotta
that's,
push down that draw a little bit.
you've got to figure out, you've got to pinpoint where you're smelling him cross, and then look
I
at the
marked
map.
it right where I thought.
Yeah, and then you've got
As
to,
soon as I hit it, I mean, it was so definitive. Like, it hit me like a wall of fog, just right in the face. I was like, oh.
so you probably missed him by like 5 minutes maybe.
If that, man. Like, and it's so, like, I'm so, like, dimmed down all the way, just trying to see coming out of the woods, too. I wouldn't be surprised if I missed him by 2 minutes,
Yeah, and the other important thing is that you know where he's bedded, because he's not coming from the feed tree going in there.
No,
He's coming up from the bottom.
he's coming up from the bottom. And if this is multiple times now, that kind of gives me a warning. Maybe it's just that 6-point I saw on the first day.
It's no, I don't think it is. I think it's one of these other 2 big bucks. That 6-point isn't going to smell nearly as tarseled up as that.
Well, it was bad.
I mean, if he's
I
ranked,
think it was worse than the buck you killed. Like, that sounds stupid to say. But
no.
It slapped me in the face when I smelled it.
If he's ranked like that, he's probably a big mature buck, and that's one of the spots. again, we talk overlooked spots. That's one of those spots that I would seem to think is overlooked.
Well, even especially right now because everybody's pushing past it and they're all going into the edge of the fields back there trying to kill them back there. And I really think those bucks they're not there anymore.
No, they're not.
I would have saw them bust out of there with how those guys came in tonight, where they walked up to. I'm so convinced. I could see the top of the hill. I just don't think I don't think they would have gotten out of there. Not, bucks are sneaky, but that was a really good spot.
I'm super impressed at how you're using all of your senses to diagnose this.
I would be amazed if somebody could walk past where that buck obviously crossed and smell that and not question it. It was such a slap in the face when it hit me. And I'm not quite as in tune with it as you are, but I know it when I smell it.
Right. Well, you're on the right path.
We'll get there. I might try and sit tomorrow night, get down in there. The nice thing is the temperature didn't really drop tonight. It's staying pretty steady. So thermals didn't cool a whole lot. Tonight really would have been the best night to probably try and hunt that deer. I think it's supposed to get cold again tomorrow, so that is what it is. There's a way to get home, I'm sure. What else did I want to say? Oh, the low light capabilities of the iPhone 16 match or surpass my DSLR camera.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just fabulous stuff, and it's going to make for a significantly easier season for me when I don't have to bring extra lenses and a whole extra camera. This just fits right in my pocket. I could not believe how well that camera was doing. I mean, the camera can still see long after I could, that's for sure.
So, are you saying I should get an iPhone 16 for Tiff and then just take it hunting?
I'm not telling you what to do at all. I think you should stick with your Android. I don't like how you just keep copying me with everything.
Well,
I mean, I'm trying to copy you and kill a big buck right now, but to be fair, you got about 30 years of deer hunting on me, so.
nah, I've only got about 10 years of real serious deer hunting. But yeah, I'm gonna scrub the maps, and I'm probably gonna make an attempt. I might make an attempt tomorrow, and just imagine if that is the new place where the big buck's at. He's probably easy to kill in there.
I mean, I don't know if he's going to be easy to kill anywhere. He's going to come out into the wind or into wherever he's got an advantage, but.
Well, that's my specialty.
I'll tell you what, I think he's, it's the same with any buck, to get him within range, you got to be just off of that scent cone, it's, I don't know, from my experience at least, it seems like you're always just right on the brink of getting busted.
You always are.
You have a different experience. Up on the pain train, it's a little different. You can really set up, even up there, those bucks, when they're coming in to check those scrapes, they're coming in from the downwind side, and like you said, he really circled around you, and almost picked up your scent. It's just one of those things.
Well, he didn't present a shot opportunity until he was within probably 7 or 8 yards of where the does picked up my scent.
Yeah.
And because he's in the rut, and those does were in there, he probably has a little bit more confidence in being okay there. But, he looked right up in the tree at me at 7 yards and just, he bulldozed his way out of those mountain laurel thickets and just, boom, there he is. 2 seconds. I didn't even have enough time to turn a camera on or, swing the bow over top. And he was coming right to that scrape. The problem was, I was set up thinking he would come from the same direction as the does, because I didn't assume the does would be bedded down there. And that was my fatal flaw there. That taught me a real important lesson on, how the bucks are going to come perpendicular to the doe travel routes.
Yeah.
So, I owe that buck quite a bit of my whitetail knowledge. And in the 3 or 4 weeks that I chased him around before I finally killed him, he gave me an education. And this one in Maryland, same thing, gave me an immense, just an immense increased education. So.
Yeah, well, I just need to get after it. I'm torn. Like, I want to scout the gap, but it's hard for me to scout the gap. But I know there's deer I can hunt down here.
Yeah, big ones. And like I said,
that's like the big thing. And like now tonight, like, granted, I didn't see any deer tonight, but just knowing I smelled that one and knowing where everyone's putting the pressure right now, it makes me want to go back in there tomorrow night. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And maybe that's a spot for me to like set up and try and do an observation sit. Start pushing down into the draw a little bit, pay close attention to the wind, but sit back enough that I can see in 10 minutes before dark, see what happens, I don't know. Maybe I gotta approach it a little more carefully this time. Especially if you think it's gonna be one of these big bucks.
Yes, I think it's going to be. There's two things they're not going to do. They're not going to lose. They're not going to move from that food source. They're still going to continue to proceed to a specific food source. We all know where that's at, without saying too much. And now, instead of traveling, I don't know, 600-700 yards to a food source, maybe he's traveling 3/4 of a mile to a food source. I don't know what the distance is in there, but I would assume it's something like that. And he's going to do it all under the cover of darkness.
Yeah.
Everybody always talks about, oh man, my buck went nocturnal as soon as the season opened. Well, not really. Not really. He's just going to do the bulk of his traveling. Like, you're going to have to set up within 75 yards of where he's bedded. And then you're going to have a good idea where that's at and where he's going to make his exit and come up the hill. And you're going to have just enough of the off wind to stay 10 to 15 degrees out of that wind cone.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have him dialed in. Literally, that buck that I shot, if he'd have taken 6 or 7 more steps, he would have been on the trail that I walked in. I had to shoot him there off the frame because that was going to be the last opportunity to shoot him, because then he was going to be in that high cover, thick stemmed count, without a shot opportunity. And the next shot opportunity would have opened up after he crossed my tracks coming in. There's no way he would have gotten to that point and not hauled ass out of there.
Yeah.
There's none. There's no possibility. It was there, off frame or never. And I'm not the guy to pass on 130-inch deer. And I think I still got a great film. I have a great story to tell. And as the story continues to unwind, I am amazed that people are, I mean, good for them. I'm glad they feel like they've got what it takes and they're in there pursuing it. But like, that's the caliber of deer that I'm going to rely solely on other hunters' presence to take them. Just gonna be the way it is. And I'm gonna have to do it soon. Probably Monday is the day.
Yeah. We'll see what the weekend holds. I might go out, do an observation sit on Saturday morning while we're hunting in Pennsylvania and see where stuff's moving. Because I don't have a good morning spot. I'm guessing you're going to your opening day morning spot like you do every year. And then
Shoot a deer out of the opening day spot.
big killing tree, yeah.
There seems to be a lot of pressure in there right now, based on the data that I'm receiving.
I didn't see anybody signed into there. Some really weird other places, though. I'll say that.
Yeah, yeah,
Like some very weird stuff. I don't quite understand why people are signing into some of these areas, but it is what it is, I guess.
yeah.
I want my kids to have like bluish for me.
All right,
And
well,
it's funny because go ahead. Yeah, why don't you shut down the live and give me a call back?
Speaker.
yeah, because we got to talk about some stuff.
Wait, we got to bring
Yeah.
you know what? Cool.
All right, my man. I'm going to go let everybody out of the shed. I don't know how many people we got on. Probably about 150 people.
Somebody just messaged me and said,
Alrighty,
tell us
brother.
we need to
I'll
go
talk
to the
to you later.
shed.
Who is it, Corey?
Bill Mitchell.
Bill Mitchell.
So what?
Oh, on Facebook. He says go to, hey, Bomad Outdoor says, Tony, go to the shed. Oh, I need to go to the shed. How many people are on that Bill says I got to go to the shed? Hold on, Al. Don't go yet.
I mean, I can tell you right now.
Are there ghosts in my shed?
Got 9 people on it, looks like.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, what's Bill say I need to do in the shed? All right, Bill.
Hey, Tony, just shut it down and give me a call back.
All right, sounds good. I'm in the shed.
All right. Later, brother.
All right. Vacation City, we're getting to it. You know what? Tomorrow I'm going to put a TV out here and put Tropic Thunder in the shed, guys. We're going to do it. We're putting Tropic Thunder in this shed. Probably that wouldn't be good. I would probably get a copyright violation for that. Let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. Anyway, guys, we're going to shut it down here. As you can see from what Alfred's saying, a lot of pressure on that 160-inch buck we're trying to kill. So we're just going to stick with it. We're going to keep doing what we do. But you guys have fun. I appreciate everybody for jumping on the live. Pain Train Nation out.